Here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be #1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. There he goes left side. Inside the 10 and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Pickett looking to throw on second down. Pass incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 76 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Again, it's Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 1st touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they go to work on a first and goal. Pacheco, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Here's Pacheco once again, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Thuney. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Play action. Now it's Mahomes on the move to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Rice. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 144 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2nd and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from the opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Pickens. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. That's caught. Allen Robinson. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Reaching up for it, and he's got it. George Pickens with an acrobatic catch. And the Steelers get a bit closer. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Lutz with the extra point. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Josie Jewell.
And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
This is caught. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Pickett. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Open man right side is Rice. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And again, it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man right side is Tony. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. He's got room at the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there for KC. 51 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff now for Pacheco. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 159 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And here's Edwards-Helaire. Well, I think even he's chuckling a little bit now. What a start this is to a regular season. Chargers, remember, 3 touchdowns on the ground last week in the opener, and he's got 2 more here. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, he has to be a little bit on the incredulous side, doesn't he? Is this how it's going to go all year long? If I'm dreaming, don't wake me up.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. Pickett back to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down. Here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as the tackle is made right at the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Pickett. Completes this one to Pickens. And down inside the 15 he goes. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Pushes past him. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Pickett will look to throw it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Mahomes now to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 176 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
Tackle made there by Chris Wormley. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 24. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Again, it's Pacheco. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Justin Ross. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are on their way. To a 2-0 start.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down by 2 touchdowns, 2:11 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Pickens on the slant. under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Now Pickett. Pass complete to Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw pulled in by Robinson here. 2nd and 6 coming up. Looking to throw here. Pickett. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 37 yards. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Complete. It's Johnson. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and 5. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Johnson on, it's poke free. Football's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we